What's up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. I'm your host, Lexy, and it's time to take it to the ring. All right, you guys, on this episode of Wrestlecap, we'll be reviewing AEW Rampage. Now, last night was a packed episode. We did get it a little bit early because they were trying to accommodate for the basketball game that happened. I believe it was later that night. I could be mistaken. I'm bad at sports. But let's just get right into it. So this match starts off with Adam Cole. And as you guys know, the crowd's like, Adam Cole, baby! It's just inevitable. Anytime he comes out, I had that song stuck in my head like the whole show because I kept saying it over and over again. Okay, and he was up against Dark Order's 10. So he comes out. I did hear the commentators say that there was some beef between the two of them before this. So I think it definitely showed during this match. So 10 takes the first hit to Adam, causing him to roll over almost like in a backwards somersault kind of move. It all happened really fast, but this match gets going quick. Like there's no stare down, none of that stuff. It just goes right into it. And Cole, it does not let him take the first beat down by himself. He does a nice headlock. Cole then gets him in like this really nice headlock, like we see right here. He's got him in there for like a good solid minute at one point. He did try to knock 10 down with like this like running shoulder move, but he quickly found out that there is a large size difference, and doing that is a bit difficult. So he did not go as planned. But Cole missed this like pump kick, and then 10 sent him like head over heels with this German suplex, and he held Cole up for a long time before dropping him with the vertical suplex for a 2 count. Somehow in all of this, 10 is able to get in a few consecutive punches in there. He's got him in a corner at one point, and he is just punching the crap out of him repeatedly. I don't even know. The guy has so much strength and energy. It's very high pace between the two of them. And I did kind of feel bad because you can tell Adam Cole was really trying his best during the beginning. You know, it was mainly 10 dominating the very beginning of this match. And Cole kicked him back in his bad knee. It was clear if you come out with a brace on your knee, clearly, it's like, it's going to be a target for people. So Cole kicks him on his bad knee, throws him out of the ring so he can use the steel steps to kind of like inflict a little bit more pain on his leg, which is a little bit, it's a little cruel. If you're not gonna lie, it's a little cruel. And then Vance tried to make a very quick comeback, but they call him, I was a little bit confused. What is his full name? If somebody can let me know in the comments, because I heard Vance, I heard 10, I heard Dark Order's 10. Is it all three together? Please inform me, because I heard his name used like so many different ways. We've got a comment here from Keith. Good morning, Keith. He said, Adam Cole is a great professional wrestler. His attitude is over the top, but his moves are so smooth in that ring. Hate to say this, but he could be the next world heavyweight champion. I agree. He definitely has great moves. He's really able to isolate a move when he's got someone in it, which I think is like a really good strength of his. But I think that in terms of this match, 10 definitely, he has the upper hand. I think he has the upper hand, but I do agree. I think Adam Cole is a great professional wrestler. They just have different styles, and they're different. Everyone has a different physique. So moving back onto this match, we return back from this break, and we see 10 beginning to attempt sort of this, like, I don't even know what you would call it. It was like he's trying to build up steam, right? He's trying to make this more hot. He wants there to be a little bit of more aggression in this, which I like. And he, plants Cole with this spine buster and then attempts to apply a full Nelson. I think we saw like a few full Nelsons this episode, but Cole countered and hit him with a backstabber for a 2 count. Vance then turned him inside out for a discus lariat for another near fall. I mean, they had a very close calls back and forth between the two of each other, but Cole hit this low blow from behind the ref's back, and you know how that goes. If the ref didn't see it, it didn't happen. It probably didn't happen. So yeah, they had a few more close calls before Cole hit, that really low blow. And then Adam Cole hit a few kicks with this like running knee. I realized that I did not show the amazing like lariat or a vertical suplex thing that he had him in earlier. That was right before the break. This was awesome. So you could see he was in this for quite a while. Pretty epic. And so this is Adam Cole after he's hit a few kicks with that running knee and he takes the win. I think that this match went on for like probably a good 20 minutes. I think they definitely put up a good fight, but I did not not that I did not see Adam Cole winning. I thought that it was going to go down with a little bit more of a fight. But I think that they did go down with there was a lot of high intensity. They were into the ring, out of the ring. It was great. And as you guys know, of course, I'm not sure if anybody of you saw the episode last night, but Red Dragon was there to congratulate Adam Cole on his win. And we have another comment this morning. Says, good morning, beautiful ladies. That weekend, happy Saturday. It is Saturday. So I've got this smile on my face. I'm excited, even though this weather is like, I know I can't complain because I live in Florida, so everyone's going to tell me to shut up. But okay, moving on. We have Powerhouse Hobbs. He comes out. Now he's up against the one and only Dante Martin. And this is to see who is going to qualify for the Face of the Revolution. And Hobbs did not wait for the bell. He's like, I'm going to get right into this thing. He crushed Martin into the corner. The ref backs him up. He tries to do it again. Doesn't learn his lesson the first time. Martin hopped out of the apron and he hits, a couple of kicks and he has a lot. He's very strong. Like you could see, this is like when Martin Martin gets like put over the apron. It was kind of crazy at that point. Like Hobbs like blocked him from hitting this like springboard move and then totally like drapes him over like the top rope at that point. And he gets this running start from the opposite side. So picture this, you've got Martin, he's over the top rope and you've got Hobbs totally opposite side. He comes in hot and hits this he has a running start, send Martin flying with a body check. He's like, oh no, you think you're just going to get thrown out of there and I'm not going to come get you? He comes back out of the ring, throws him into the barricade. Oof. I'm throwing stuff now. Jesus. Throws him into the barricade. And it was insane. So this is like mid-fly, right? So he's like, shoop, about to fly over. And right as he was put over the ropes. And then it was crazy. I mean, the two of them have a really they had a really great match. I think we return back from the break and we see Hobbs. He's still controlling the pace. Martin tried to make a comeback with like a series of kicks and uppercuts, but one clothesline from Hobbs puts him back on the mat. And, Martin sends Hobbs totally out of the ring yet again, hit this like huge springboard corkscrew takedown kind of move, following up with this massive missile drop kick. I believe that's the name of it. Oh my goodness. And he could not keep this big man pinned down for a while. He really did try. Hobbs recovered, hits a spine buster for the win out of nowhere, just when we thought he was losing, energy, losing his pace, and boom. we get Hobbs winning. He is one powerful guy. I'm not surprised by this. I don't think anybody is surprised by this, but I think it was a great fight. So, Manuel says he is from Louisiana. That is awesome. What is the weather like there? I don't know. That's a good question. Is it like decent, warm, cold? As long as it's not snowing. I lived in the north for too long. I can't stand that. Okay, going back to backstage after this match, we see Tony, and he's backstage with my girl, that bitch, Jade Cargill, and she is in her money dress. She is ready. They're talking about Jade's title, and Matt Hardy's interrupting, and he's like, hold on, I gotta say, I love Jade Cargill, blah, 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 but I would love to see her versus AHFO's Bunny for an epic match. And of course, Bunny comes to, say her piece of mind, and she just doesn't say much, but she's like, yeah, I'd love to do that. Like, let's do it. Not like Cargill, who's very like upfront to the point. She's like, let's do this thing. I want to. You can't take me down. Like, very confident girl. It's funny because she's like, I smell like money. I'm like, I would hope so. I would think she smells like money. I mean, she's freaking epic. And let's see. We got another comment who said, the weather is beautiful today, but is cold. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah. I think today it's like 70-ish, and I'm in a sweater because I'm dramatic. So moving on to this like rookie challenge that Serena Deeb had. So it's Serena Deeb, she comes out, professor of professional wrestling. I think that's what the back of her little robe said. And she comes out and, hold on one second. Keith has something to say. He said, not quite AEW news, but it's okay. All news is welcome here. Did you hear Ronda Rousey has to wrestle her match with one hand tied behind her back? That has not happened to her. It has not happened in her UFC career and her wrestling career. Bad news for Ronda. Whose idea was that? And why? Where is she doing this? Okay, we'll get back to that. I'm sure us Spike Kitties will talk about this in Monday's news, so don't worry about that. But we'll get back into this 5-minute rookie challenge. More like 1 second because it lasted so long. I mean, so short. Oh my goodness, I did not have enough coffee this morning. So the professor comes out, as we know, Serena Deeb. We saw her, and she's up against Angelica Risk. I've never seen Angelica fight before. It's my first time seeing her. This is her. She's got a cute little, hairstyle going on. It fits her. I tried to do the whole like pigtails thing when we were going to NXT as Wendy Chu, because she does her like pigtails. It's not a look for me, but I'm glad they work on her. They actually look really cute on her. Anyways, she and Risk traded like hammer locks right before they get into the nitty gritty fighting. And before Serena spoiler alert, takes down the newcomer, she takes her down from behind, right? And steps on her face. Yeah. Like, this is the best thing I could get of her. But like, you see that foot that's on the floor? That is totally on her hair. Okay, all my girls out there know how painful it is if you're laying next to someone and they like accidentally pull on it. Can you imagine someone stepping on your hair? No, thank you. I would not want to sign up for that one. But yeah, definitely a way to torture somebody. And she has the chance to pin her after she's like pulling her by her hair with her foot on the ground, but she doesn't. She kind of prolongs it, kind of tortures her a little bit, which I find to be like, come on, girl, just get it. Just nip it in the butt. Let's just do this thing. But I get it. She wants to put a little bit of a challenge in. She had the biggest smile on her face. Like Serena Deeb had the biggest smile leaving this match, but she hit a nice power bomb before locking in Risk in a submission for a quick win. I mean, it was like seconds. You could see there was still 2 minutes and 56 seconds on left. So it was not even 3 minutes. It was a little under 2 minutes, or a little over 2 minutes. And this is Serena with her big old smile on her face, like, I did it. And she just makes everything look so smooth and very like effortless. And she still has that intensity, that like, you know, fire to her, but she definitely makes everything look so easy. Like I could do it, even though we both know I couldn't. But we do end up seeing a very, very, very quick promo for Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. And you can see Moxley, he's all like, I won't stand side to side next to somebody until I bleed with them first. I don't even know what else he said other than that, but I was like, oh, alrighty. This is their in prep for their upcoming fight. They didn't show a fight card. It was just a promo for them. I'm sure we'll get a fight card sometime during the week. And we have Trent Parretta and Jay White backstage before their this is the final match of the night, but we get to see them backstage talking a little bit, which is always fun. You know, you get a little bit of like pre-drama, get to see if there was any beef with the two of them. And they're backstage. Jay White is saying that, you know, he's there to remind Trent that he runs it. And he's all like, I can show up whenever I want. And Beretta's like, I'm sorry, I said Brett. I meant Parretta. I don't know where my head is. Parretta. I mixed Trent and Parretta. Also, I didn't know until we did our Kahoot. This is a little bit off topic. But Trent's name, Trent Parretta, used to go by Trent ? And his Twitter name is still Trent ? So I thought that was funny. But yeah, Beretta's all like, well, welcome to AEW. I hope that the forbidden door slams you in the face. And I was like, ooh, tea. There is some drama there. So, but Jay White, he does not let that get to him. You guys know how he is. He's like, nothing stops that guy. Nothing phases him. And we do get to see a little bit of what we are expected to have next week on Dynamite. So we're going to see House of Black versus Penta El Cero Miedo and Pac. I don't know if it's Pac or Pac. But, ooh, Keith got a comment. What is he saying? I hear Impact Wrestling No Surrender is taking place tonight. Perhaps it is. I did not hear that, but I'm sure it is. There is new Wrestleverse news every single morning. Sometimes I can't catch up, guys, but that's why I love having you guys live, because you inform me on all the great things that are happening. So thank you for that, Keith. Next up for next week's Dynamite episode, we're going to see the Tag Team Battle Royale. Look at how freaking epic that is. The winners are going to advance to the Revolution. Everybody's very excited about the Revolution that's coming up in, I believe, the first weekend of March here in Orlando. If you want to get your tickets, definitely get them now. That week is packed with so many events. If you watch any of our Kick Ass and Coffee videos, you will see there's a lot. We talk about, there's a meme that Lady J and I were talking about, and it was like trying to figure out, I think it was like what to do for WrestleMania, but I mean, the same applies for Revolution Weekend. They're like on a map trying to do like, okay, here, there. I mean, there's just so much happening. Definitely a great weekend to come out into Orlando. And next up, we have Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho. They're going to have a face-to-face confrontation, which is going to be cool to see. Maybe we'll see a little bit of fighting between the two of them. I don't know. And next, we have our girl, Jade Cargill versus The Bunny. Finally happening. It was officially made true backstage when they had that challenge. So I thought that's going to be really cool. You guys know I love seeing Jade. She's one of my favorite wrestlers. I mean, why wouldn't she be? She's freaking amazing. And we're going to move on to this main event so that I don't keep rambling about Jade, because I could ramble for 20 minutes. But we see Jay White, and he comes out with the switch. I didn't even know they had switchblade pants, but they do. And they're actually kind of very like, I don't know, they're very stylish. They're abstract. That's the word, abstract. And he's up against Trent Parretta. As we saw them getting ready for this backstage, Parretta is all, you see that face. That's like, don't mess with me kind of face. He's got this like stank face the whole match. Like, oh, he is pissed the whole time. So White and Parretta, they do a little bit of trash talking, you know, before starting the match. Kind of like to see the trash talking. But Parretta is like, this is not going to go on. This is not going to be all trash talking. Pushes White into a corner, but White reversed him into a other corner and beat him down into the mat. He's like, me? You think you're going to take me down first? It definitely was a great start. Parretta was able to regain his balance and corner White for a few chops repeatedly over and over, just getting him in the face. And once White regained control, when they like took the fight out of the ring, you could tell like it did not last too long after that. He like you could just tell from them in the ring that there's just a lot of history between the two of them, the way that they're fighting, the passion in this match. Parretta is somehow able to reverse this like Irish whip, but ends up sending him into the barricade, and he's all like flustered. You could see him there. He's like, oh, he ends up getting like thrown into the barricade. Poor thing. That thing like shook from how hard he hit it. And we get this crazy suplex from White to Parretta right before the break. What is it with these breaks? And I'd listened to Billy's advice. I put it on mute, and it is still so hard to see. Please, can somebody like get a better way of how we could see them fight during the commercial? I mean, it's crazy. It's like this little square, and I'm already blind, so it does make it a little bit difficult. But from what I saw, White dominated most of the action throughout the commercial break, and Parretta sent him out of the ring, took him down with a springboard moonsault. It was an epic move, and that almost caused more damage to him than White because of the way that he landed. And as you can see, this is like right before it. You can understand why it would cause him more damage. I mean, do you see how he's coming down? Like, it was epic. It was so epic. And as you guys know, Orange Cassidy is like paced on the sidelines. You could see him in this picture. I'll put it back. He is there. He's like, yeah. But the whole match, in the very beginning, like I said, White was dominating it. So he, you know, Orange Cassidy was kind of like around the ring, like, is everything okay? Checking out, scoping out. And White ends up hitting Parretta with this big knee to the face to stop him in his tracks. He grabs Parretta, suplexes him into a chair at ringside. Like, the chair is closed, like it's not open. He somehow, even when throwing him into the chair that is closed, breaks the chair in half. What? Like, this is the best picture I could get for you guys. The chair fully broke in half. You could see like it like inverted backwards. It was crazy. So that throw was with a lot of strength. And Parretta managed to counter White's finisher. And he hit this running knee, but he couldn't keep, you know, that pin for very long. White hit this Blade Runner, and after that, it was over. After this long back and forth of exchange, right before, you know, Jay White ends up getting the win. He pins him, and boom. I mean, what can you expect? That guy is, he's crazy strong. And as we can assume, Orange Cassidy was not happy about this win. He was very pissed. So he comes into the ring, expressing his aggression, expressing how upset he is. And he's just like, what the hell? I love the jean jacket. I didn't even notice until just now. It's got like the hat. That is funny. And yeah, I think as expected, Jay White did great in his AEW ring debut. I mean, he has, out of a lot of the wrestlers I've seen, he definitely comes out with this confidence. It's like this pizzazz of confidence that kind of just radiates. I think, like, personally, I think it's great the way that he wrestles. I really like his form. And probably my favorite one was that last one between the two of them. There was, that drama between the two of them definitely played out in the match. And you can see that Parretta was pissed off the whole match and definitely pissed off that he didn't win. But it was high intensity. There was no low moments during this match. And I really enjoyed it. And as you guys know, here on Take to the Ring, we like to give each fight card a rating. So let's start it off with 5, which is Fight Forever. We have 4, which is This Is Awesome. We have 3, which is You Still Got It. And we have 2, which is What? And 1, which is Boring. Watch us. You'll have way more fun. I promise. I have to say, these episodes lately have been really good. So my expectations have been high. And I think Billy would stay the same if he was here with me. I'm going to have to give this episode like a 2.5. Because the other episodes have been so good, like recently, I think it only makes sense. It definitely had a lot of high-paced, high-intensity moments. But I do feel like that rookie challenge, could have, I think it was fun to watch, but I definitely would have liked to see a little bit more action. I mean, obviously it's a rookie challenge, you know what to expect, but it still was a great show. It just, the other shows recently have been so great. You kind of are like, have a little bit of an expectation now. So yeah, I'm going to go with a 2.5. It doesn't mean I still don't love AEW, still love it, but yep, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on today's Wrestlecap. And of course, if you like what you see here, please take a moment to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And you guys know where to find some more Wrestlecap videos in that link down below. And I'm hitting this mic all day today. Oh my goodness. And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Happy Saturday and good morning. It is still 8:30. And that is all. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye, guys.